says the lights, and who's going to make the best stop now as we go racing? Enzo Eade is away like a stab rat, gets between the traffic, elbows out. He and O'Donovan go for the Joker, and Enzo Eade gets past him. Steve Hill has the advantage as they go across Chessons for the first time, and that is bad news for Liam Duran because it means that he's perhaps being held up a little bit by the Mitsubishi. But here comes Duran now, releases the power, tries to find a way up alongside Steve Hill, who defends, going down to the elbow. Second is Duran Jr., third is his dad, and then Enzo Eade is fourth as now Liam Duran is on the attack, climbing up the hill. He goes to the outside line. Can he go round the outside of Steve Hill for the race lead? He's going to try. Hill gets it sideways. They are together, but Liam Duran is ahead of the air. Yeah, just. That's the leader, that's Duran. He's on to his third lap, so he's going to have to serve the Joker at the start of the last, and there's a drama behind because Steve Hill has lost it. Around he goes! Very, very nearly. I thought that was going to go over. He hit the markers. Thankfully, it didn't act as a wrap. Now, Liam Duran in the meantime secures the race win.
It's been one of those weekends, hasn't it? Yeah, it's very, very greasy, so that you're searching for the grip all the time. It's a little bit different each lap. And it's a long time to warm the tyres up, so you need 2 laps to warm the tyres up, and then they come in and you've got a bit of confidence again. But until then, it's a little bit of hit and hope.
And Julian Godfrey's having a moment as well, coming out of the chicane. So Julian Godfrey there has had a spin in avoidance of Tristan Upton, who was having his own moment. So drama for Julian Godfrey, broadside across the road. That's played right into the hands of Bennett. There is the Mini, looking like it's on its own, but Bennett fighting understeer again, and he's way out wide. Godfrey sideways and around he goes again, a second spin. Let's worry about the quick man. Ollie Bennett goes through. Ollie wins the race.
Rides the curve at the top of the North Bend hairpin. David Bell flicks left, flicks right. He's going to try and send it up the inside into Paddock Bend at the final time. Can't make the move done. Dave Bellaby slithers out wide in 87. David Bell's going to draw alongside. There's contact between the two of them. Bell and Bellaby side by side across the line. They go across the checkered flag absolutely together. And David Bell just somehow holds on. Drama further behind. David Bell still spinning. Rob Methold's joined him in the car park on the infield. Number 66, Rob Methold in stripe as well. David Bell in one of the most dramatic finishes of the weekend.
4 laps, Ollie O'Donovan should be the man to beat. Godfrey launches away from the line. Look in the Fiesta. He's got a gap on the inside. Is he going to get the lead? No, he hits O'Donovan, who hits the markers. Off goes Hull Ridge, off goes Julian Godfrey. And that was a move that I don't think was ever on, really, was it? The road was always going to taper, and so there is mayhem at the start, and Hull Ridge was the innocent party in that, and there's more contact because now O'Donovan and Godfrey have come to grief again coming out of Chessons, and Julian Godfrey is off the road. Ollie O'Donovan's got broken steering, so has Julian Godfrey. There is bits of marker all over the road. I fear the red flags are coming. Replay from another angle. Ollie O'Donovan blasts away. Great start by Godfrey. I mean, he was up almost alongside, but as the road narrows, there's the contact. He goes across the road. Hull Ridge, that was a big, big hit for Ridge, wasn't it? Straight into the wall and around he went.
Oliver, Alan, O'Donovan, you stand accused. How do you plead?
Absolutely not guilty, Your Honour. I don't know what Julian was doing. I mean, he was in the back of the grid. Okay, he made a good stop, but he just ran me straight up the back of my car. Took me out, wrecked my car. Came across and then took Hal out. You know, he took 2 cars out in the one swipe. What can I say? I mean, it's reckless driving on his behalf, in my opinion.
Should we mention what happened on the next corner?
Not really. I didn't do anything wrong. My car stopped, broken gearbox and everything. So I'm pulling off left of the track to give him a race in line. I don't know where Julian came out of. He just came around and collected me a second time.
Checkered flag at the ready for him, and so learning about the car, getting quicker with it all the time. Mike Seller wins the second race in Q2. Duran is the more sideways, but he's also perhaps the more committed. He knows the place better than Eade, who goes out wide and goes sideways, virtually blocks the road there. There's nowhere for Duran to get up the inside, so Enzo Eade gets the car so sideways. He was a roadblock. Eade is quick, but not quick enough, so yes, mistakes were made, and Liam Duran goes through. And not only that, but look, he's about 6 lengths clear. There is the margin as they come onto the Dover slope. Liam Duran wins there yet again.
We've got a proper retro Rallycross race on our hands, and Vince Bristow's going to try and go right around the outside, all up the curve. There's contact between the Hastings man. Into the wall goes Bristow, and that leaves Tony Lynch in a very lonely lead.
Ray Morgan is up to 3rd, by the way, as the leading super retro driver, and closing on these two because they're squabbling a bit of smoke out of the back of Tony Lynch's car. Does that bode ill for him? Let's see. Cousins up to the outside and goes through, round the outside line, but he's deep into the corner. He locks up, he scrambles out wide, he looks across, and Tony Lynch comes back through on the inside. This is what Rallycross is all about, the lead training and training again, but Cousins is up the inside into the last couple of corners. He goes through, Lynch couldn't turn in there because the Citroen was alongside, and so it is going to be a race win for Steve Cousins, who comes through just ahead of Tony Lynch.
Ollie Bennett just to close up as Duran gets all out of shape at Chesson's Drift. Bennett nips up the inside, the Mini is through, Duran has thrown the race lead away.
Ollie O'Donovan behind in third place, as this time Bennett makes the mistake and goes wide, and Duran gets up the inside. That's almost a mirror image of what we had a lap ago. Now where is Ollie Bennett going to be in relation to him? He's going to be close, but Cigar is in down the hill. Excite Mini, but Liam Duran in the Audi is completely sideways to celebrate semi-final win into Paddock. Checkered flag at the ready. Liam Duran wins semi-final 2. Ollie Bennett goes through second. The first of the finals for round 3, and as 3 Joker, 4 hit the normal route, and Tom Ovenden gets in front, but he goes a little bit wide and up the inside. Now into the lead goes Luke Constantine, so he's done it when it counts. He hits the front. Luke Constantine leads. Owen Robbins, whose weekend has got better and better and better, now pulls up to the inside, and he goes for second place, the best we've seen out of him all weekend, and he's about to make the move. He breaks late, goes down towards the Devil's Elbow, through he goes. Ovenden could yet have a go up the hill. He could be really, really bold and challenge coming into Paddock. We've had some great racing out of the juniors all weekend, and now is the time for Ovenden to challenge. He's certainly close enough. One more lap, he might have had a say in this. Has he run out of options? Let's see. Comes down the hill. Which way does he go? Can he go round the outside of Paddock? No, not near enough. Can he get the run to find a gap up towards the checkered flag? I think the answer is going to be no to that as well. So for the second time this year, Luke Constantine wins the Junior Rallycross Championship final. Tom Ovenden takes second place. However, Paige Bellamy leads, and Slavomir Volok is up the inside. The BMW goes through. Paige has got a problem. The Lotus on the opening lap of the race has got a problem indeed. It doesn't pick up pace, so something has broken, I fear. And Slavomir Volok is the leader. The London-based Pole is up front. Now he will go through on the inside as Volok serves the Joker lap, but I don't think Balevski's going to be headed again after all of this. Vitols is about to get up into second place with Kobe Powell's behind him. They have all jokered, and Slavomir Volok suddenly is last. So that illustrates the pace the Super 1600s have got as Kobe Powell tickles the back of Roberts Vitols down to the Devil's Elbow. That gets him out of the way, doesn't it? Vitols tries to close the door. Kobe Powell's up the inside, graduate of karting. He's got his sights set on the Rallycross career, and he goes to the outside line, but Roberts Vitols says, oh no you don't. These two have constantly once in this race down at the first corner, and Vitols winning it in August with the downhill at the back of the car, and he's in second place. Downhill they drop. The Latvian ahead of the Belgian flings the car now right across the loose. Lots of understeer there. Big bump in the road that catches Vitols. Is that the move? Is that the move? Is that the move? It is. He's through. Elbows out. Vitols gets run out way wide. Thank heavens Matt's back is no longer there, and Roberts Vitols there has to get up the escape road. It's up towards the checkered flag. It's ready, it's waving, it's a win. Yuri Valensky scores the win. Kirby Powell will be through in second place. So Dave Bellamy, pressure released from his shoulders. He can concentrate now, at least for the short term, on David Bell ahead of him and trying to see what he can do about the race leader. Can he find a way past him? Can he force a mistake out of Bell? Can he stay close enough to when the road is clear ahead of him, then be able to push and possibly jump into the lead? Ellis to the inside goes through. Is he going to go wide? Is he going to go deep? Yes, and yes is the answer. So back on the inside line comes Dave Bellamy, and suddenly this is brilliant news for David Bell, because the two behind squabbling over second. Look, they're side by side into Paddock. That's just going to play into the hands of the race leader. Bellamy back into second spot, but great fight as this is. It's a 5-car train now for second place. They're all wasting time relative to the leader, who jokers this time. He comes down now into the Paddock right-hander, and so it's 3 out of 3. David Bell wins the mini final. Second is Dave Bellamy. Dave Ellis takes third.
Another good day in the office. Can't get a better finish again today. Yesterday I finished second, first today, so almost the perfect weekend.
Tony Lynch left on the line, and Ray Morgan slow away, also perhaps understandably why he wanted to be at the back, but Tony Lynch, I fear, he's not going to get into the race at all as the leaders turn their way up through Chessons for the first time then. Tony Lynch is indeed out of the race. The car has barely got over the front of the grid, and the red flag is being shown because not only is the Toyota stationary, but so also there, look, is the Steve Pascoe Escort, and that's in a more dangerous place. And as the cars turn their way into Paddock, you'll see there the recovering Sierra just on the inside. That's Paul Pascoe that's had a rotation. Right, fights on here, look, because now third and fourth together. You've got Don Flitney being caught by Vince Bristow, and as you look at the leader, they're all closing on Derek Job. So it's going to be Bradley Sampson who takes the race win. Through he has gone. Derek Job is for second place. Third, just Don Flitney with Vince Bristow right behind him at the end.
The track was amazing. Got off straight away from the start. Held first position. You couldn't ask for a more perfect race, could you?
But of course the question mark is, and she's got a problem. She's got a problem again, slows down towards paddock and peels to one side. She's had all sorts of mechanical woes and they've struck again. Jessica Hawkins out of the race. He has got the pace and he has got a healthy gap over everybody else. He can just now consolidate this to the very end. Yes for Hoy and almost yes for Jones then as they come overlapping off the loose. A bit of a brush between them and it's McGuinness that gets fired out wide off the road briefly. The checkered flag is at the ready and Patrick O'Donovan makes it 2 out of 2 this weekend in the RX 150 Rallycross Championship. Waiting for the lights to go green. Now blast off, bad start by Godfrey. Good start by Bennett. Better start by Ede. Not a brilliant start by Liam Duran. Bennett goes Joker straight away, so does Hal Ridge, and it's Enzo Ede in the race lead with Liam Duran on his tail then as the cars accelerate across the rough section at Chestnut's Drift for the first time. And Liam at his flamboyant best is hustling on behind his teammate who gets it wrong and goes sideways and goes too deep into Chestnut's, and Duran's going to get up the inside and through he will go. That was a mistake from Enzo Ede that left the door open, but he's straight away fighting back. He's on the tail as they drop down to the Devil's Elbow. Can he find a way through on the inside? Not there, he can't. Duran goes out a little bit wider, but now that he's up front, I think Liam Duran is going to be hard to stop. We've got a car in the gravel at the Devil's Elbow. You just saw the smoke on the right-hand side of the screen. It's Mark Donnelly, the round one winner. There he is, he's out of the race. That could even be an interruption. And this is a real battle that Ollie Bennett doesn't want to be having because he's served his joker. Ollie O'Donovan has not. So Bennett is being badly delayed. It's the last lap into Chessons. Duran wide, Ede sideways and wide, and it's that sideways there, oddly from the circuit racer against the Rallycross, that costs him the time. It's been a very, very good drive indeed this by Liam Duran as the cars now swing their way out of the hairpin. He's going to be able to score the race win unless he gets it wrong coming now through paddock. The checkered flag is at the ready. Liam Duran is sideways. He's done enough to make it 2 out of 2 this weekend. Liam Duran wins round 3 of the British Rallycross Championship. Enzo Ede takes second and Ollie Bennett again is denied.